The gold and silver prices continue to go up. Since our last video update here on this channel, the gold price has moved up further significantly. In my opinion, even more impressively than silver, and pretty much the outlook has been fulfilled. So we want to take a look at the latest update. We want to take a look at whether there's still a chance for further upside and where gold, but also silver, could be going. Let's go. Yeah, hello and welcome to another market update by MCO. Today we want to talk about the gold chart, we want to talk about the silver chart. Only a few weeks back, 1 or 2 months ago as well, I covered gold and silver a few times. And those of you who followed the video updates and followed the forecast might now actually be in profit, depending on whether you used it to carry out some trades, the analysis, or you integrated it into your own trading plan, whatever. The forecast so far is still being followed and the market continues to go higher as per the Elliott Wave structures that we discussed, defined. And for those of you who don't know, on our, let's say sister channel, More Trading Online, I've been covering gold and silver since I think 2022. Since then also I've been bullish about both of these. Specifically last year, my communication was that 2024 would be the year of the metals. That has largely happened as well. Silver certainly not performed as well as I thought it would, but it has performed well still. But gold has largely fulfilled all my forecasts. So we want to take a look at the updated charts. Let's go and take a look at the gold chart first. And I want to take a look at the bigger picture here specifically. If you are interested in micro analysis, I recommend that you take a look at the gold and silver videos on the More Trading Online channel. You can find that channel linked in the video description. This is where you find a lot of short-term market updates, rapid updates. Nearly every single day there is a video about gold or silver. But this here gives you an idea of the bigger picture, the overall assumption. And also the videos here on the MCO Global channel really give us the global perspective. The opportunity here in these videos, which are a little bit longer, more detailed, you get a good idea of the context. And the idea of the videos here is that they are more long lasting. They don't expire after 2 days or 3 days when the price has moved up further and we have to adjust support levels or something. No, that's not what we do here on this channel. This is really more in-depth, bigger picture and so on. But I know that a lot of you are interested in where gold could be going. Now, in some of the previous updates on this channel, first of all, we compared gold and silver, and also we talked about the reasons from a fundamental point of view why gold is going up. And one of the reasons was obviously the tariffs. That was one reason I discussed, and I recommend you can still watch that video. It's still up to date. And I talked about gold really in detail. And there was just one reason, okay? And there's a bit of a gold rush in the US. But I also explained that I don't think it will be really a sustainable gold rush, and that has to do with the gold-silver ratio. So I think we are still going to see a little bit further upside as per our wave counts here. But I believe still when we look at the bigger picture and you see it on the chart, this is pretty much this rally is running on its last legs before a larger correction is unfolding. We often get it though that in gold, the gold market, extends the fifth waves. So for example, here, what you see on the monthly chart is that this fifth wave that started in 1999 is already extended, especially compared to what happened before. Yeah. Also now, the fifth wave that started in 2016 is extended, and the fifth wave that started in 2022 is extended. Just for those of you who are wondering why people often say that the fifth waves in gold get extended, well, the chart is giving us the evidence, right? So don't be surprised if standard targets get broken in this rally. Some of you have asked me where things could be going. I highlighted repeatedly that the $3,000 area is an ideal target, but probably we might see it actually get to around about 3,600, probably not directly, okay? I think there will be at least another correction before that happens. And overall, looking at the bigger picture, it looks to me as if this rally is already running on its last legs. But that is only when we take a look at the bigger picture. I mean, look, this has a time horizon of 20 years plus, right? Of course, most of that rally is done before a larger correction is unfolding. But if we zoom into the more detailed structure, and we can even take a look at the weekly chart, then it becomes clearer that we are likely still working on the third wave of wave 5. Well, I cannot count 5 waves up from the 2022 low, okay? I mean, you can do, but it doesn't really look like 5 to me yet. I would prefer another 4-5 pattern, okay? And I think we are very close to the end of this third wave that started in 2022. This incredible chart, I mean, this is, together with Bitcoin, it is probably the asset that has followed the preferred wave count really in nearly perfect ways over the last few, not only weeks, but months and even years. This is the wave count we've been discussing already a couple of years ago, which is really, really good. So the fifth wave is unfolding as anticipated. The third wave seems to be extended right now in this fifth wave in circle 5. And that's okay. You know, this is pretty much full now as well. So I am watching for the start of wave 4, and then one more high in wave 5 can take us to the larger degree target here, 3,628. Looking at the micro action, we've now reached ideal targets for the third wave. This is the ideal target range I discussed with you in one of the last video updates here on this channel, 3,024 to 3,336. And I can, even in this third wave, identify 5 waves up here. So for anybody who's interested in the micro structures, I mean, I just want to share that with you briefly. My view is circle wave 5 is an ending diagonal. I've got an A wave here, I've got a B wave and a C wave. That C wave is likely unfolding right now. And that C wave, of course, would be a 5-wave pattern. And we can identify 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're pretty much there. There are different ways how this can be counted on the micro, and you know, please refer to the More Trading Online channel. I just wanted to explain to you what we're dealing with here potentially, okay? And that fifth wave is pretty much close to completion. At least that is my thesis, but I would need to see a break below that last low at around 2,830 for a first indication this fourth wave has started, which could then present a setup for a fifth wave rally. What we have to do is slightly adjust support. The main support zone here is standard support for a wave 4. It is between $2,706 and $2,215. So I think there is still some space for further upside, but this is a support area that should be watched. The risk is now very high because we're really close to a top, I believe. It probably hasn't formed yet, but we are pretty much at a key level now, and this is now where a larger top could form, and the downside potential is quite high, specifically if we consider that a fourth wave would often reach the 38.2 retracement, 2,500. There's quite a lot of downside potential that could unfold from here, 18%. Careful, I'm not saying we've started the correction yet. I'm not saying we have started the correction yet. Absolutely not. But you need some triggers. I mean, the first signal I would say is the break below 2,830. Definitely something that that should be watched. Now that's gold. Let's also take a look at silver. And here on the silver chart, you see a wave count that is super aggressively bullish. This is the white scenario. Can I rule it out? No. Is it preferred? No. So my view is that the yellow scenario is more likely. In this yellow scenario, the market is currently working on a B wave rally, which I'm labeling as an ABC structure. That's a B wave rally, however, in a wave 2 correction. So you see that we had a potential 5-wave move down from the 2011 high, which at the time was labeled wave 1. I mean, I didn't cover it back then, but privately, maybe personally, but not on YouTube, of course. We had a 5-wave move down. This is seen as a 3-wave move up. And if we look at the micro structures, it seems likely that the market could reach $45. Doesn't have to get there, but this is the 100% Fibonacci extension. And we are already forming a 3-wave move up. But the micro action would also suggest we could see a little bit further upside before then a large C-wave decline happens. So this is something to be aware of. This is really just the macro view. I think that B wave has a chance to extend further. Also here, we are tracking currently a move to the upside. That is not an impulse in my opinion. So also here on the silver chart, I'm tracking a diagonal pattern to the upside, which could be a C wave rally, and it should still give us further upside. Yeah, there are different ways how this could be labeled. The C wave is always a 5-wave move. I'm tracking it. One way that I'm following here is that we say this was a wave 1, wave 2. Possibly here, there's the possibility to say this is a 3rd, 4th, and the 5th. This is one way that I'm using to track, or here, yeah. And then we're now moving up in a wave 5. So it takes basically a break below $26.60 for a first solid confirmation. A substantial top has formed, but it doesn't look really complete to me yet. It can also be labeled differently. I mean, there are other ways, we could label it like that, and then maybe that wave 4 is still unfolding. But again, this is just micro price action. Bottom line here is that I don't assume yet that a major top has formed. Also here, I'd actually like it to get closer towards that $45 level. Please note that's not necessarily guaranteed, but wave C's very often reach the 100% extension. The first resistance line that I have, which is even closer, is $36.91. I would pay attention to it. I think for silver, that means even more than for gold, it is very important to follow micro price action. So feel free to check out our More Trading Online YouTube channel. All the analysis for gold and silver is completely free on YouTube. We don't have any plan for that. There's no paywall. Just mainly because it's done for the public at the moment, and there's no capacity for a plan, or I don't know. At some point, maybe, I know a lot of you have asked us, do we provide a platinum plan? No, at least not at the moment. And all the analysis, as far as we can do from a capacity point of view for gold and silver, can be found either here long term or on the More Trading Online channel, short term, hourly not hourly updates, but you get analysis on the 1 hour time frame. So hopefully that helps. Hope you like the update. Make sure that you follow us on not only this channel, but also the More Trading Online channel. I hope you liked the update about silver. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I wish you a great day. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.